Welcome to the first episode of Riding with Calvin. So, first thing I want to talk about is Roseanne Barr and her monkey tweet. So, Roseanne Barr is crass, she's rude, and she's made a lot of money being that way. And she got her new show, which I was quite surprised about. Liked the show. It was nice seeing all the kids growing up, especially the girls, looking very good, very talented. But Roseanne Barr talks about Valerie Jarrett and says that it looks like Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby, and that baby was Valerie Jarrett. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of funny, because if you look at Valerie Jarrett, I mean, she does look like the little female monkey from the Planet of the Apes. So the question is, the true question is, was it racist or was it descriptive? Now, I know. Ooh, you can't never say nothing bad and assert that a monkey is anything close to a black person. And that's fine. I get it. It's racist, it's wrong, it's rude. And frankly, her getting fired needed to happen, if anything, because ABC needs to keep their advertisers, and there's no way the show would have been worth anything if no advertisers wanted to actually, advertise on the show. So we get that part. Let's not pretend that they're protecting black sensibilities or anything. They're protecting that wallet's what they're doing. But what I find interesting is, in this day and age, with all the gains that black people have made, president, people like Jay-Z, Jordan, businessmen, CEO of BET, Black as Night, why do we allow something so petty to get us so riled up? At what point do we rise above? At what point do we decide that a stupid comment like that is not something that has to offend us so greatly? If someone walked up to me and said, "Hey, monkey boy," I would look at them like they were stupid. Hell, someone could walk up to me and say, "Hey, nigger," and I'd look at them like they were stupid. Because if that's the best that they can do, nigger, monkey, basic racist shit like that, then I don't have any time for them. Now, this is not to say, again, that Roseanne should not have been fired. This is not to say that she was very stupid for what she posted, because she was. And it's unfortunate. But us pretending as if we all got lynched at the same time over a tweet is what is very curious to me. When are black people going to start looking at petty things like petty things? This was not a major slight against anyone black. This was a bad joke about a woman that Roseanne didn't even know was black. Hell, I didn't even know it was black. I thought she was, I didn't know what she was. And that's not just because of her light skin. She just, just didn't really think she was black. But the question that I want to ask of all of you, again, when are we gonna stop being jerked around by our feels and by our emotions about things that don't matter? Okay, so now Roseanne's gone. Show is canceled. Co-stars are pissed off at her. Understood. Now what? Did we gain some big black victory here? I think I saw someone on one of the news stations say, no, it wasn't Al Sharpton. Was it Al Sharpton? It was one of them dudes. It's like, well, now we've learned that, you can't say stuff like this and get away with it. Well, I mean, okay, whoever thought that you could say something like this and get away with it? In this day and age, if you fart and it sounds like a racial slur, they'll plug your asshole up. No one ever thought you could get away with stuff like this. There hasn't been any rampant racism spouted off on TV that anyone's gotten away with. Not any conservative, anyway. Now, of course, you can have a lady on The View say, you know, if you get rid of all the immigrants, who's going to clean your toilet? And that's cool. Ain't no problem there. It's all good, because we all know immigrants, all they do is clean toilets, right? But see, things like that are cool. Roseanne Barred was on eggshells the moment that show started, and she was on even more fragile eggshells when the show actually did well. And reality of it is, if outrage is going to be tied to ideology or political party, then the outrage is garbage. I, for one, don't give two flips about Roseanne Barr saying that woman looked like Planet of the Apes. I don't. And you shouldn't either. You really should not care. And you have to ask yourself, why do you care? Do you think you look like a monkey? I mean, people have been saying blacks and monkeys for centuries. It still bothers us. It still bothers us. Stupid words still bother us so much that we have to celebrate the destruction of someone's career just based off some stupid words. That is what confuses me about black people. And to the white people that are standing up for us and not tolerating racism and this and that and the other and all that horse shit, you tolerate racism all the time. You just don't tolerate it from someone on the right. So I find it more insulting that you pretend that you're about racism or stopping racism when you only want to stop it when it comes from a certain source. So spare me that bullshit and quit acting as if you are some hero for the black man or the black woman or the black Zay, you know, because you know where we are now. But it's garbage. This whole situation is garbage. Again, not saying that ABC didn't do what was needed to do. I will not say they did the right thing, because right and wrong in situations like this is clearly arbitrary. But they did what was best for them. There's absolutely no way the media would have let them live down keeping her on that show or keeping that show on the air with what she said, because advertisers would have pulled out. They would have had this shit storm for months and months and months, or at least weeks, and they didn't want to deal with that. And that is why Roseanne got fired. That, and because of ideology. If you look at the list of celebrities that have just been shit canned, Michael Richards, was it Paula Deen? You know, Paula Deen, hell, Paula Deen said them niggas that tried to rob her was some niggas. And honestly, black dude tries to rob me, he's a nigga. White dude tries to rob me, he's a cracker-ass cracker. It is what it is. But all these white celebrities that are not necessarily on the left, they have to watch their mouth. They don't have that leeway, that benefit of the doubt. They can't toss out all immigrants wash toilets. Or what did Hillary Clinton say? Who's gonna mow our grass and tend our hotel rooms, or some shit she said about immigrants. You know, or what is it, Joe Biden's goofy ass talked about how articulate Obama was as a black man. Cause you know, all them black folks, they be talking like this, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's cool. It wasn't no big deal that Joe Biden pointed out that he thinks black people don't speak articulately, so much so that he had to just express with so much enthusiasm how Barack Obama was so articulate. And if he left it at that, it would have been cool. But then he tosses in, as a black man, he may as well say, man, that nigga speak good. Same damn thing. But all that is cool. You see what I'm saying? We all just kind of look at it funny and be like, did he just say what I think he said? And then we move on. But oh no. Oh no, 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 no. You let some conservative, some Trump supporter, somebody like that say anything remotely close to racism, and it is shit storm central. So this is just, to me, another example of how black people are used. And we can say whatever the fuck we want to say about you niggers, because we Democrats. Oh, but we got your back when one of them old evil conservatives say something about you. We gonna get them. Never mind, I call you a nigga behind your back 15 times a day. That's cool. It's all just bullshit, and it's all just garbage. And any black person that takes this seriously, any black person that takes this as some sort of victory, any black person that chooses to be offended by this, by a stupid, silly ass tweet, while ignoring so many other things that have been said or that have happened that are more tangible, then you're the clowns. You're the tools. You're the ones monkeying around. Roseanne Barred being fired was just a banana that was tossed to you. So anyways, almost home, and I got to get some sleep. But I would suggest to the black folks out there, stop being riled up over shit that don't matter. More importantly, stop ignoring the things that do matter. Stop being used by these folks that know these buttons to push and get you cranked up. It's like you're in a circus. It's like you're on stage. They don't care. You know, if anything, none of them care. Right, left, up, down, inside out. None of them care about you being black. Have you noticed they only care about black folks when black folks are pissed off? Think about that for a second. And do you notice they always do whatever they can to make sure black folks are pissed off? Think about that.